Hey everybody, this is Ray Carcillo with Classic Game Room, and although I wasn't able to make it out to the West Coast for BlizzCon 2010, I was fortunate enough to acquire a virtual ticket. Now, for those of you out there who may not have been willing to shell out the $40, let me just tell you some of the things you missed. What's interesting about Blizzard is a lot of times they kind of get things over and done with early. Chris Metzen in the opening ceremony immediately came out and described the big announcements that you're going to see at BlizzCon 2010. The first one being the new Diablo class, Demon Hunter. Let's take a look at the trailer.
You probably ran until you couldn't take another step. I remember that feeling.
I had no choice.
You always have a choice.
We're going to die here, aren't we?
No. As long as I'm here, they are the prey. And I am the hunter. Stand alone, and if they keep coming, I will never stop killing.
Also seen in terms of new things for Diablo III, Metzen showed us player versus player arenas, something that has been clamored for by the Diablo III community. The big thing about BlizzCon 2010, though, is that although it's nice that they can make some big announcements, it's more about being able to get the MMORPG community together for one massive event. Huge tournaments were held all weekend, including congratulations to Next Genius, who is the StarCraft II champion. Overall, over $250,000 was given away to the champions of World of Warcraft and StarCraft II. A tremendous job. And an interesting thing about BlizzCon 2010 is that this was the first time they had an invitational. They looked at the top 200, 250, and invited who they thought would best match up against each other to provide some of the most thrilling tournaments we've seen to date.
Trying to do as much damage as they can, and they are doing huge amounts of hurt. Only 20 food and good game. Next Genius takes the series, winning 2 best of 3.
Of course, though, most MMORPG geeks don't just get into it, don't just love the Horde. They love metal and video game music. And this marks the 4th year in a row that BlizzCon has done an amazing job getting a great guest for the closing ceremony. Starting off 4 years ago with Offspring, then Video Games Live, and then finally last year Ozzy Osbourne, they may have truly topped themselves this year when they brought out Tenacious D. Tenacious D put on a great show, and they even had Dave Grohl drumming for them for the first time in concert, which was an awesome feature. Of course, Dave does drums for a lot of their albums, and of course was featured in Tenacious D in The Pick of Destiny, and it was great to see the guys come dressed up as a lizard and a mage.
I love you, baby, but I would like to think about is your boss is sausage, your butt cheeks is warm. Oh, I check my dipstick, you need lubrication, honey. My kielbasa sausage has just got to perform. Now get on.
BlizzCon 2010 was not just a celebration of Blizzard and of their franchises. It was a celebration of geekdom as a whole.
Let's practice. Geek is. Well done, BlizzCon.
It was thrilling being able to watch BlizzCon from my computer at home. It was great seeing the new Demon Hunter in action, and the P vs. P arenas look absolutely awesome. Maybe next year, though, Blizzard will actually be able to hold on to a few of these announcements and not release things like the release date of Cataclysm before BlizzCon actually happens, coming out December 7th of this year, by the way. Overall, BlizzCon 2010 was a spectacular event that was a true tribute to all the geeks in the MMORPG community, and hopefully next year, they'll actually have a release date for us for Diablo III.